Okay. Oh, see ya, see ya. Okay, hi everyone, my name is Charles. Today we are back again to discuss some light topics and also because I'm talking about IP card. So what is IP card and how it can help your business? So before I start going through the whole IP topic, based on yesterday's discussion, so we talked about the very importance of establishing your own IP, your own intellectual property or your own image. So to keep it simple, not so going into so academic base, IP is actually a basic step towards establishing your brand. A lot of organizations, especially the small ones, they realize the importance of branding. So a lot of people want to do branding. We covered quite a bit yesterday. Just to do a recap. For every branding positioning, your brand positioning, your brand language, your brand identity, your brand value, those are all factors that we put into consideration when we are building a brand. So every brand builders or every brand managers will have their own way of building a particular brand. And for myself, if I advise my friends or my customers, we will look at what do you want to portray your brand. For example, what does your brand is known of? So like for example, if you talk about Coca-Cola, you know it's a drink, it's a refreshing drink, and is available everywhere in the world, maybe perhaps except for India. You also talk about Nike. When you talk about Nike, it comes to shoes, right? So that's what they're known for. Although they have very much other products, apparels, they have bags, etc., but they are known for their shoes. So every brand that's out there, it's been established. It has a root, it has a value, it has association. So, for example, for small and medium enterprise, building a brand, I think the first step is to build your own IP. Building your own IP is very important in terms of establishing who you are and how do you want to introduce yourself to the world. Sorry, give me a second to have a drink. So for example, your product or your services, what does it represent? Okay, say for example, you have what do you call that? Russell Peters, who is coming to Malaysia. Who is he? He is a Indian Canadian that jokes about jokes about different culture in the world, and then make people laugh. There is an association to that brand. So he's using his Russell Peter as a person, because in terms of academic wise, intellectual property it can be a person, it can be a organization that owns the IP. For example, right, Louis Vuitton is a brand, but it is owned by a certain company, right? Okay, like for example, you have what do you call that? Coca-Cola is actually there's for example, Facebook. Facebook is owned by Meta. So when you talk about Meta, then it owns the brand Facebook. So what actually is the association between all this, and how do we build our steps towards this? So for example, to create your own IP, you need to start from somewhere. So for example, you have a brand. What does it represent? Does it represent trust? Does it represent empathy? Does it represent a certain color? Like for example, when you talk about red, it's associated to Chinese New Year, etc. In Malaysia, if you're living in Malaysia, you see green now because it is Hari Raya season. So everyone is dressed in green, and green is associated to Hari Raya. Okay, and then you talk about symbols. You have symbols, you have brand name, you have colors that have different meaning in a brand. So come back to the topic of today. How do you build your own brand? One of the biggest issues that are faced by a lot of SME will be, how do you go about doing it? The first step going towards branding. So the first thing that all small and medium enterprise does is register your company. Once you register your company, you want to advertise or you want to showcase your company to the world. So what are the steps that you take? Number one, maybe you want to establish your own website. Number two, you want to design a very nice name card that you can actually distribute to people to spread your brand around. Okay. Number three, you may want to have multiple social media accounts that to put all your information in and interact with your customers. And number 4, maybe you want to do e-commerce. Because in reality right now, owning your own shop may be expensive, may be out of reach to a lot of people. A lot of small and medium enterprise, especially influencers, with some of them successfully during the COVID period, they build their own brand, work from home, and now they have their own warehouse, they have their own business, their own operation, and their business is growing differently. Or even homegrown business. Like for example, homegrown business during the COVID time, a lot of people do their home cooking, which they deliver to the customers, and then slowly because of COVID, they build their reputation, and then there's a demand for their product. So, but of course, you can also see a lot of success story and failure as well. So a lot of people do not know how to transfer their brand from COVID to post-COVID era. So this will be a very tough challenge to them, right? One of the solutions that we provide in IP Card is actually, this is an all-in-one solution for small, medium enterprise. Number 1, this is our main website that we are showcasing, any regular website, but this is our real product. Just for the cost of less than one website. A typical website development cost in Malaysia, normal website will cost you around 3,000 ringgit. That is excluding the exclusive URL that you are using, all right? And also other costs that relate to this first step of establishing your IP is your name card. First year of operation, you may need to print hundreds or even thousands of name cards because nobody knows you. So you want to spread your cards around, spread your brand around. So that's one of the challenges that you face. And then there are also other things that you need is like, for example, if you want to establish an e-commerce platform. An e-commerce platform, the nearest or the easiest part will be sign in to Lazada or sign in to Shopee as a seller. Of course, all this come with a cost because when you establish yourself in Shopee or Lazada, if there's anything happen to your shop or you accidentally violated some of the regulation or there's a complaint by your buyers, then your account will get suspended or even banned permanently. So if that happens, what can you do? So for our solution is one website, or I would say one solutions, we provide all these key components or solutions, business solutions to you so that you can save money, right? So imagine this is your own personal landing page, which you can put up all your social medias. These are all social media links that you can do. Like for example, let me demonstrate. If I press on this button, it brings me to another web page. So you can put all the links here, you see, this is a CRM system. So if you want to do a social link, you can actually do this. If you want to follow us on YouTube, just press YouTube. And this is our channel. See? So for one platform, what does this IP card or what usage can it do? It's actually provide you with a solution for your personal platform. So this is your official, you can treat it as your official website or your landing page as we call it, a very short description about your content, or even if you already have a website, you can use this as well. One of the advantage of using an IP card is because of the flexibility of the information that you can put in and also the speed that you can change the information that you want, right? So from here, you can actually easily share the cards through WhatsApp, you can share through LinkedIn or any other place. So it's easily transmittable and you save on the environment because you don't need to print expensive name cards anymore, right? You can also showcase you can download the QR code if you want to, and you can just transmit it. So because this is just an easy web page or easy landing page, you can just scan a QR code and just go in. There's no need to download any app. There's no need to have any special browser, right? It is just a HTTPS site URL, and then it's very secure. So you don't need to be afraid of accessing it because here we also, I'm not sure we can see below here we have a button to add to contacts as well. And then we also have a chatbot function. This is a add-on functions that we can add on to our IP card. So like here we can have all the information, short information description about what we offer, the services that we offer. We also have a products, what they call that, list out here. Okay, if you want to purchase, you can do that. View more, you can actually see the product, buy now, bring you to the buying page. Alright, so it's very easily maneuverable, I would say, items. And when I talk about this, is a lot of people told me they already have a digital name card. But I am sure if I show them the features that we have never seen something as flexible as ours before. So in terms of information, it's an easy template that you just need to fill up, and maybe I'll just go into that later. Right? So this is the services that we have, the products. You can actually look at our business hours if you want to contact us. You can do inquiries. We send straight away, send a message to the control panel, our dashboard, or to your email address. As you can see here, we can also put affiliation link. I'm not sure we can see this in YouTube. Yeah, we have an affiliation link here which you can create in your dashboard. So this is something that we can use to promote ourselves. And I want to draw to you the attention is this is a simple layout. Okay, less than 1 minute screening. You have all the information that you want to portray in one page. And I'm sure if you look at this, the amount of information we have here is more than what you can put in a regular name card. Okay, I've seen name cards, evolution of name cards step by step. From a paper name card now, you can see a QR code, which you want people to scan a QR code to go to your name card. Like this is similar, but you don't have the flexibility of telling people what else you see. So first impression is very important because, like, for example, if you give a name card away, people may not want to scan your QR code. People may be afraid, but you can actually show them your name card, and if they want to, they can scan your QR code and access your name card. I'll go into the operation details later, but today I would like to talk about topic which is related to branding and IP as well. So this morning I had a very nice conversation with a friend of mine from the media industry, Datuk Yong, and then Datuk Yong Soo Hyong, formerly editor-in-chief of Bernama, okay, and CEO of Bernama. So today we had a very interesting topic. So he showed me a news from Weekly Echo, his pet project. Weekly Echo is an online news portal that is available to anyone who want to read it. And one thing I want to draw attention to Weekly Echo is nobody knows about this. I think because Datuk Yong did not advertise it as much as he wants to. It's actually done by a group of very, very senior journalists, or I would say media practitioner in Malaysia. So media practitioner in Malaysia, there's actually two categories. One are those people like me who are formerly in media sales, and media practitioner who are actually doing all the news and also running around, getting all the exclusive I would say breaking news to your screen or to your doors or to anywhere, right? So this is one of the things that he mentioned to me. Look, a very big tragedy happened 3 days ago in Malaysia, whereby a gas pipeline exploded, and there's 100 over people injured. Thank God nobody is, and there's no fatality, which is good news. But there are still a lot of people in the hospital. I think it's about 38% in the hospital, and the damages is untold damages. There's more than 100 homes totally been destroyed, 400 plus vehicles, this including cars and motorbikes, totally right off after the disaster. So I'm not here to discuss about the disaster. I'm talking about the aftermath. So the aftermath of a disaster, as I was following the news, since it was second day of, it happened on the second day of Hari Raya, it was a very big breaking news, Malaysia and some part of the world as well. So the first thing that happened, I want to draw attention is the news that is being portrayed. Although we have a NADMA, which is National Disaster Management Agency, all right, So you can see different news appearing on screen. So the headline from the news will be, okay, gas line explosion, okay, hundreds of people affected, okay, fireball flying through the sky, and then fireman takes hours to extinguish the fire. So of course the first wave of news that you can see is, oh, such a tragedy. All the politicians will come out and say, oh, what a tragedy, right? So and then because of the dangerous situation, nobody went to the site until the second day. So when they go there, and I want to draw attention is, what is PR and what does PR do to you? What does the PR function do to your company, right? So PR is actually one of the discipline under the marketing arm, and in some departments there are a PR department that's specifically to tackle public relations. So what is public relations? Why is it under marketing? Marketing is about portraying the company image, branding, selling of product, etc. So it's talking about good governance and talking about public. Why public relation? Okay, let me explain to you what is public. Public, there are many types of public. Okay, government can be one of your public. People on the street can be one of your public. The community where you are in can be a public. Your shareholder is your public. All right. Your internal departments are your public as well. So why does public relation is so important? Because it actually holds, or the department in charge of upholding your company value. So what does the PR department do? Okay, first thing that everyone knows every PR department do is during Chinese New Year, during Hari Raya, buka puasa, buffet, invite all the medias, sit down with them, give them a meal, okay, say nice things about the company, so that perhaps the media community will have a good impression about this particular company or this particular brand. At least that's what I know and I participated in during my media days, right? Attending all these dinners and functions. But there's a lot of other sides of PR is also very important in the sense that they are the communication center of the company. Okay, so like for example, when disaster strike, if somebody still can remember the MRT incident 2 years ago, the CEO, I'm talking about the CEO of Prasarana, okay, one train kiss, no big deal, and he got fired from his job because there are lives involved, there are people involved. He is fired because of what he said, and there's no empathy towards the victims, and there's no I would say the correct image being portrayed about Prasarana, taking responsibility over the incidents, taking over the the responsibility after the incidents. So let me draw to you some certain very, I would say, a very classic case studies. This happened in the 1980s when Japan Airlines had an air tragedy, lives were lost. And why it stuck into everybody's mind is the CEO of Japan Airlines at the time took responsibility. He shot a video, okay, get everyone to have live stream. At the time, live stream is a bit difficult, but it was broadcasted. So asked one of the news agency, right, to capture the moment where he knelt down on the mat in front of the TV. He apologized to the victims, apologized to the company, and apologized to all the staff. Okay, and he took responsibility of the tragedy, even though he has no hand in that tragedy. And what struck, or the image that struck everyone the most, is he actually took a knife and performed harakiri. Harakiri is the highest form of, honor suicide in Japan. This is hundreds of years ago, right? So nobody practices it now. So when you sacrifice yourself in front of live TV, right? So everyone was shocked. Why do you need to take a life just because you work for an organization? But I would say that even though it's a tragedy, but the PR was done correctly, in the sense that people see that Japan Airlines is a responsible company, and it took ownership of the issue and addressed the issue as it should. Although killing yourself is not the best option to me, because for me it's like you should be standing in front of the camera, in front of the victim's family, and in front of everyone, and actually have a direct engagement on what is happening. All right, you time your press conferences, you time your press releases, you time your you spend your time with the victim's family, with the government official as well. So let's come back to Putra Heights. After the incidents, the first thing that the Prime Minister was announcing, the government will be giving away 2,500 ringgit to each family. Okay, I was, maybe because I was ignorance, so when I read the news the second time, it's giving away 2,500 ringgit for the family, a blanket, and that's it. Okay, and he will say that the government agency will do their best to help the family of the victims. So of course the devastation here is there are various degree of damages. Some totally, about 100 over families totally lost their home. Totally means there's nothing left on the ground, there's only ashes. So some family have some damages, some don't. So it is understandable that the grief that every family suffers is different. But as a responsible person to manage a disaster, I think the National Disaster Management Agency of Malaysia did not do a good PR job on this. Again, why I say again is because despite so many incidents that happened, NAPMA have not been able to grasp the importance of PR, public relation. We know the mechanism is working, right? I think if, let's say, they have done a good job. For example, here is information dissemination. As I follow the news previously as well, the news are scattering everywhere. Everyone have a way of displaying the news. Okay, I think for me, it's the worst is the news agency from US. People like NBC and CNN. I think those people, although they have all the resources they need, they are the worst people to present the news, because as they present the news, they get away from wrong information. They will say, they put a news, at this moment of time, I think the fireman is delayed in somewhere, and then they give a bad image about that particular fireman. Then after that, half an hour later, correction, I'm so sorry, actually they're stuck in traffic, or their equipment got stuck somewhere, so that's why it's a delay. So this is very irresponsible for me. I mean, to me, it's because bad news already been transmitted. So there are ethics about news dissemination. Like, for example, disaster, right? Of course, coordinating a control center or command center is very important. And I feel that, in modern times, you should have a media center next to your command center. That's very important. So the information can be transmitted immediately, or a safe place for the media practitioner to be stationed at. Secondly, you should issue statements hourly or every 2 hours. Okay, so that all the news agency or all the media practitioner can receive the same message, can do their homework, and also report to the editors on the next step. Everyone is giving away the same news. Of course, media practitioner can do their own investigation, can do their own scope, they can interview victims, they can interview parties involved. But as the central, or as the person coordinating the disaster, you should be centralized and disseminate the information correctly. Now, bring back to this. Talking about PR. So when you see the various destruction, that devastation that's happened, so 2,500 ringgit cash to the family, I think it's just peanuts compared to what these families have lost. And compared to, of course, the Prime Minister had a lot of flack because just giving away 2,500 ringgit per family. That is when he got to know the news, and that is the immediate thing that he dispersed, right? Until now, which is not paid yet. But I read the news today again. It's a news from a newspaper, The Sun, saying that the money will be distributed as early as next Monday. So come back to that, a side story. This is a story of Cherry contributing, Cherry the automaker, contribute 50 cars for the use of the victim. Okay, I'm not sure what car they give. I'm not sure what model they give. I'm not sure how long is it given or is it loan. I'm not sure. But what I capture is Cherry give 50 cars, value more than 500,000. So as a corporate social responsibility, I'm sure Cherry, they can afford that. But let's look at this. Whether the intention was sincere or not is not a question that I'm going to ask, but more on the impact of the action. Right? Contributing cars to the victims, I think is good. It helps the victims in some way try to get back to their normal life. Giving away cash is also good, but overall, I think Cherry won on the PR side and the marketing side as well. Because this 50 car, maybe Cherry is the first motor vehicle to offer their vehicles for use. Okay, because of this news, Cherry have, I would say, media exposure in all major media outlets in Malaysia. If you ask me, the 500,000 that they contribute is well worth the money spent, because even if you're going to buy advertisement or in a newspaper or whatever, right, you would not get the same exposure or the value. For example, one page of top Malaysian English newspaper, full page, full color page, is actually a 5-figure sum already. All right, this news of Cherry giving away 50 cars to the victims has been played on for I think the past 3 days, okay, and it's to continue to be played and recycled throughout the whole narration of this. So if you talk about it, comparison, one page, full full color advertisement, all right, in a newspaper for 1 day versus, okay, a short mention of the name in all the major news outlet, okay, for a few days. Cherry, well done. You have done a very good job, right, in terms of PR. Because number one, it has given you given your company a good image about your brand, about your corporate social responsibility, and then you already gain the mileage, the media mileage that, okay, that you actually top it up. So if you ask me whether this is ethical, non-ethical about public relation, I don't think that is the issue. Number one is, if Cherry have 500,000 to spend, okay, I want to ask public, for the 500,000 to spend on PR, social responsibility action like this, is better value for money, or the 500,000 ringgit given to, I don't know, the major newspaper, the major TV and radio advertisement? What do you think? Just drop me a note, all right? So this is just an idea about what is PR and why it's important to establish your public image, your public relation image. So this is something that I want to touch today, and please give me a comment or like what I share. I can talk to you more about all these topics and also how it affects your brand and how it affects the way that you can portray your brand to the organization, to the public. So this is something that everyone can ponder, and I can share much more stories during my media days, how we actually formulate media campaigns, how actually when we give away cash on air and nobody won the main prize, and it even to the point that with the client's agreement, with the client's intervention, we wanted one of the winners to actually win the biggest prize money. Of course, this is all legal because the customers already pledged the amount to give. It's just that the audience did not have the courage or did not believe that they can go all the way. Okay, one radio contest for less than 5 minutes, you can win 68,400 ringgit. That's crazy. Okay, you earn that much of cash in just 5 minutes. Okay, even though I give you the full answer, you may not even get the answers right. So these are some of the challenges that we face, but those are for another story. So come back to here. If you are SME, if you want to build your own IP, okay, what do you do? How do you go about doing that? So this is one way of doing it. Short, write about yourself, and then how you can actually promote your company, etc. I'll just show you another example. This is a demo card that I created for the purpose of demonstrating how versatile is our system. Okay, our system, our solution is very easy. Like here, I created a IP card for my own company and also for my own profile. As you can see here, I talk about the company, the products that I sell, all right, and then I put in all the links. It's different from previously. Okay, I have my address here. If anyone want to come to my office, I have my QR code. And sorry about this face, the scary face I see is my face. So here is, I'm showing an example whereby a company can have one IP card, save your money. Okay, don't print multiple name cards. Okay, you can just put our services here. Okay, if you want to contact with Charles, sorry about this. Okay, it's moving. Okay, you can straight away WhatsApp me. So this is one function that I think is pretty cool that you can actually do. For example, when you talk about you have a unified name card for your company. So say you have 5 sales staff or 7 sales staff or anyone, you can actually list down your staff like just now in the services. Of course, this is one of the template that you see. You can change it to a different template. Okay, different template. You can put a different staff face as well, different name. All right, like this is the what we call our Edu Hub. You can actually check out our other services. See a short description. See, check with me or visit. So you can actually put description like this in our services, right? This is one of my colleagues' website. Okay, this is edu.isibs. You can see my face there again. All right. So this is like a very short description about your company and easy access to your platform. Coming back to just now the story I've shared, disaster management. When you talk about disaster management, people say a PR nightmare. What is a PR nightmare? PR nightmare means you have all the publics trying to get all the answer and you're not providing with the answer, and bad reviews come out and speculation come out. People are very simple in the sense that bad news travel faster than good news. I'm not sure whether you believe that or not. But to me, in the media line, yes, we believe that bad news get more coverage than good news. So like for example, in terms of disaster, if you have some own platform like this, if you have a neutral platform that you can actually control, you can do the narration. You can actually post up your apology. You can post up the official news. Okay. For example, or just because someone was driving past the disaster zone. Oh, I saw something like a tractor fall into the pit. Well, it's all about 100% speculation. So you need the official, or you need people to actually verify whether the news is true or not, right? Who better way to mitigate this other than the actual source? So in terms of PR, you need to have certain control over narration, especially now in the digital world. So you see that sometimes, like even a few months ago, I remember a few months earlier, late last year, Chagi, the tea, iced tea, the drinks, they were having a promotion. So this is talking about mystery gift for the anniversary. And the campaign was going very well until towards the last few days of the campaign. So actually what happened? During the campaign, during the last 2 days of campaign, somebody shared, okay, one of the staff shaking the cup to find out what is inside the cup. Whether it's intentional, non-intentional, there's no backstory to that visual. And because of that visual, there's a lot of backlash saying that Chagi staff rigged the contest or rigged the promotion, right? How come only, and suddenly from the spin of whether there is a tampering of the gift to suddenly saying that how come only influencers that doing the unveiling got all the good prizes, and those people who bought 40 cups, 50 cups of Chagi that doesn't get any good gift other than vouchers. So this has been lingering, and the PR was spun, the damage was done, and you can see that the sales dropped almost immediately. And all because of one response. Until today, we are not sure whether it's a staff of Chagi. Chagi never clarified this, right? That posed a comment, and everybody was attacking Chagi. So if that's the case, who has the authority or who has the control over the narration, what the company want to narrate? If you have your own platform, your own website, you can post these messages out, and it can save you a lot of problem, right? The time of posting, the language that you use, the emotionally involved, right? There's a lot of things need to be considered. I remember 2 years ago, my good friend Dato Yong actually invited me to the PR summit in KL, I think about 1 or 2 years ago. So we talk about PR work and how empathy has become a currency, a very important currency in PR works. Meaning that every brand or every company outside must have this empathy towards the customer. In PR means empathy towards the public. Meaning that, when you're faced with clemency or things like this, okay, first thing you need to apologize. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for what you are going through right now, all right? And I sincerely want to help you in this situation. Okay, let me know what I can do to help you, to guide you, or to house you, or etc. So, like for example, if you study marketing, you know Maslow hierarchy of needs, right? A very basic. If you study economics or you study marketing or even study any business studies, there is a Maslow hierarchy of needs. Okay. It is common sense that the most basic needs for the victims of the fire in Putra Heights are the basic ones. Solve their shelter issues, solve their clothing issues, solve their food issues. Where is corporate Malaysia playing a role in all this? Adopt a family for 6 months until they can stand on their own feet. Do something about it. Coordinate about it. Do they need money? Do they need books? Do they need cars? Do they need a shelter? Do they need clothes? What do they need? And the most saddest part about all this thing is the banks. Oh, the banks, I'm so sorry, but I'm a little bit emotional today. The banks are giving a moratorium to all the house owners that lost their house during the fire. Okay, if I understand correctly, and what I've experienced during COVID is like, oh, okay, I give you a holiday on your loan. By the end of the day, please pay back your loan. And the victims who actually felt, man, I lost my house. What loan are you talking about? Can you get a waiver? Can you get insurance or something? Can you do better? Okay, I leave it to the bank. The two banks that I saw taking the initiative is CIMB and Maybank. The rest of the banks are pretty quiet at this moment of time. I'm not sure what are they doing or what are they offering. So if these banks are listening, if you want to get yourself a good PR, come up with better plans or come up with better solution for these guys. Or even give them a loan. I'm not sure. Giving them an interest-free loan for 2 years or 3 years to help them get back to their feet, at least, because I doubt they are able to perform what they can perform prior to the accident. Like for example, you are injured, Malaysian standard 14 days medical leave. What happened after 14 days? The dude have no car to go to work. The dude have no motorcycle to go to work. Not sure whether he's having a space to sleep as well. So are you giving corporate Malaysia, are you giving them a no pay leave or something? Okay, the best news I've seen for them is civil students are allowed to work from home if they are victims of the fire. So I'm not sure what's the government thinking, but I think it's very stupid. So if a devastation, after this devastation, do you think you still have a laptop at home to work from, or do you have a Wi-Fi to work from? It's a very, I would say, ill-thought solution, and to me, is I'm sure the public or the netizen, as we call it, will have a lot of comment on this. So, to corporate Malaysia or to Malaysian government, please think about your media or PR strategy before you send out press release like this or send out news like this, because the media practitioner have no choice but to report what you say. Okay, what do you expect media practitioner to say? They will not sugarcoat what you say. You know, when you issue a statement whereby all civil servants that's affected by the fire, right, can work from home. After fire, you have laptop? No. You have the means of Wi-Fi? No. Are you reporting from a tent?Maybe. From a PPR? Maybe. Mosang, I'm so sorry. Right. So that is one of the things that we face. So coming back to here, IP card, let me see what else I can show you. Maybe I'll just go through a little bit of a very simple explanation about what are the engine behind this and how you can customize your IP card into something more powerful. Because what we provide is a solution and a tool for you to promote your IP, and most importantly is how can this benefit you in terms of what do you call that, benefiting your company or organization. Okay, let me just log into my account quickly. Alright, as you can see here, this is my dashboard. Okay, my dashboard shows that, okay, first thing I see is the people who access my card. So you can actually track the statistics of your card here. By day, by how many views. Alright, as you can see from my dashboard here, I have a total of, sorry, today the system, either my finger is not active or so this is the total number of cards that I have in operation now, right? I have 5 different cards. Okay, for our packages, we start from 1 card, and then we go from there to different packages for different needs. So, like for example, if this is my demo card, which is this one, right? This one, you can quickly see the statistics. How many person actually scan my card throughout a certain period of time. And you can see that for each card, I can track the statistics, like for example, which country access my card, all right, from where they come access from, either it's a desktop version or phone version, and then you can see that type of browser they use and type of operation system that they use to access my card. And because we have a language enabled card, okay, you can also see in which language they access from. Just to give you an idea, right? For example, if you're going overseas and you want to do trade shows, okay, if you want to give away your name card, okay, would it be cool that you don't need to print additional name card, but from here you can tap, you can see that there's different language selections if you go overseas. So imagine if you go to Vietnam and your what do you call that, profile card or name card, IP card comes out in Vietnam language. How cool is that? The information is still the same, but the interface is just in different language. For example, if I want to talk about, I don't know, I can't speak Turkish, but now if I just press Turkish, right, you can see the interface are changed. Give it a second, because the change is almost immediate. Alright, so all the description here is in different language. Oh, okay, something wrong with my language. Alright, no worries, I can fix that in a while. Let's switch it back to English. Okay. And go back to my interface. So this is the analytical of the card. Okay. So imagine for this function, if you are working in an organization whereby you want to track, back. Additionally, okay. Because my account is a very powerful account, that's why I can add on multiple cards. That's why I accidentally press the new card function, whereby I can add on different profile. So actually all these cards are links this card together, and all is through different URL, as you can see. Right? If you want to do editing on my IP card, it's very simple. Just press the edit button. Right? Just go to the interface. Let me go through very quickly what are the things that you can see. You can edit. Here you can actually put in your basic information. Okay. Phone number, alternate phone number. For small and medium enterprise, how it works at the phone number here, you always put your company number. Right? If you are different, if you have many types of IP cards, many version of IP cards, only the alternate number you put your staff number. Why I say this is because if your staff leave your organization, the IP card still belongs to the company, and the customer still have a chance to connect to you. Right? Even URL, what do you call that? The location. You can actually put in the URL. Here, I just put in the Google Map link. Why I put a Google Map link is because if you have it into your IP card and your client want to come to your office, just press the map button. It goes to the Google Map, and then from there they can choose to use Google Map to navigate to your office, or switch the ways to your office, or use a different maps, the Apple Maps, to go to your office. So it's a very easy, convenient way. Now you can either share them a Waze Drive link or just a Google link, right? And you have a search. So with one card, you can put all the information here. Right? And here we have some very powerful admin function. For example, we have language enable QR download, show QR code, enable searching, enable inquiry. Basically, all these are links that allow our customers or our partners to access us. Okay, how about I'm telling you, you can actually make a ghost card. Ghost card means, for example, if today I go to the event, okay, which I don't like, I got conned into going to an event, which happens a lot to me last time, being a young practitioner in the media. So there's a lot of functions which, the editors or my management, you ask me, hey Charles, are you free? Please cover us, go to this event and that event. Ended up, I have to give out hundreds of cards, and then these are the people that actually I do not want to know as well. But unfortunately, I can't. Being a nice person, I have to give out a card every time someone gave me a card, right? And sometimes I ran out of card. With IP card, you will never run out of card, and you can make your card transparent by unlocking all these buttons. So when you unlock all these buttons, your IP card become read only. They can't save your contact, they can't access your contact, they can only see your V card, that's it. Nothing else they can do to interact with you. Right? So what are the things that other things they can do? Especially your SME, you do not know your brand color, you do not know your language, or you don't know what kind of tone that you want to speak to. You can try out. There's 19 different templates here, which we will add on more as time goes by, and then you can try out each and every one of the template to find something that suits you. Alright? You can set your own personal business hours. As you can see here, you can pick what day you're operational and what time to what time. This is very important, especially to SME as well, because they need to know what is the best time to access you. Okay, whether you are sleeping till 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock or whatever, it's very professional that you have a time whereby people know they can access you anytime that you want. Right? For example, if Hari Raya or any holidays, you can actually switch it off in a second, and that's it. Just to show you how quick we can do that. Okay, let me see. right? As you can see here, this is my business hours that I have published Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday close, right? So if I go to my admin page, I take off Thursday, I take off Friday. Just put save. Business hours updated. Okay, let me refresh this page. Look, only Friday and Saturday and Sunday I'm all closed, right? Okay, depends on browser speed. The action can be almost immediate. Can you see here? I updated Thursday and Friday is now closed. So, for emergency, for example, you're not able to open, you can actually just change the information that you want anytime that you want, right? Save. As you can see, the interface are very simple. Okay, if you're big into QR code, you can actually change the style of QR code that you want, from square to dots or to round, etc. You can do that. Okay, you can serve it square or circle. Services, you can actually add on different services that you want anytime you want to edit, okay, or you want to remove. It's very easy. Add a service here. You can put a short description about what kind of service that you provide. Service URL here, you can either put into your official website or to your payment page, or to straight away to your I would say platform, what do you call that, your sales platform. For example, some people will put their Shopee link address here. Some, for example, if let's say you are in a professional service like doctors or lawyers or dentists or consultants, you can actually refer a personal page here. For example, that I demonstrate just now. Right, this is our services, right? Okay, just to see how I do this, I put a name, a short description. If I add on more description here, I can do that. All right. If they want to go to access my personal profile, they have a link over here. If they want to WhatsApp me, they can actually WhatsApp me here. All right. So you can add your services, add any information that you want to show to your customers or to your public. Okay. Products, similarly, add products. You can add any products that you want, add a short description, enter the price, and then you can actually do direct payment through the portal. At this moment of time, you are using Stripe and PayPal as the service provider for your payment gateway. So if let's say if you know about Stripe and you know about PayPal, our platform does not take any commission at all from a transaction, but it's a solution for our customers, SMEs, to have go-between solution while they're figuring out their proper payment portal like iPay88, etc. The difference is for Stripe and also PayPal, there is no onboarding cost. No onboarding cost here means there is no setup cost for you before you can actually receive money online or payment online through credit card or bank transfer. Okay. You can add on testimonials. If you love testimonials, you can do that as well. Just go through very simply. You can put a person's name. You can enter a short description about what the person say about you. You can add their picture as well. So if you do this right, they give you a good, nice picture. Then you can see that, okay, I have nice people giving me good testimonial. Just for example, I click on one, right? So Dr. James actually gave me a good review, and then as a matter of credibility, I put up his IP card link. So if let's say you see a lot of testimonial outside that, whereby they just simply put a nice face and then some nice testimonial, right? You are not sure whether this person are real or not. Here, I can prove to them that these people are real. Obviously, I've asked their permission before I put their face and also the links. So they can actually go and check this person out whether they are real or not. So it's a win-win situation whereby I also promote them. Appointments, you can set up your appointment time. Okay, I just want to give you a demonstration. Oops. To make an appointment, you can actually pick a date on where you want to meet. Right? For example, if I want to meet next Monday, you can see here I have actually dedicated slots 12 to 1 p.m., 2 to 3 p.m., 3 to 4 p.m. You can even choose which slot that you want, okay, to make an appointment with me. How do I control that is actually here. From the appointment page, I can put in as many slots as I want. Like for professional services, they'll prefer to have slots whereby they charge per hour. When they charge per hour, they need to know, what kind of slots. For example, if a pay slot, okay, 1 hour consultation with a lawyer maybe cost, I don't know, minimum 200 ringgit and above. So like the customer knows that as long as the longer I block the lawyer's time, the charges is going to be much more heavy. And this is also a way to prevent people jumping out from your appointment. For example, do you hate it when people make appointment with you and then last minute they cancel the appointment? Okay, imagine if you are a doctor or you are a lawyer or you are somebody that goes by per hour, right? So you make an appointment with a dentist. The dentist maybe can do 2 or 3 procedures during your slot. Because you said you can't make it, he lost, okay, income potential from the time given up. So if you are a doctor, you're a lawyer, if you set appointments from free to paid, do you think your customer will miss the appointment again? Your customer will think twice about missing the appointment because they already paid upfront. So this is one of the capability of our appointment page. So say for example here, I want to add one more slot to the appointment. Right? I can specify, drop down the time. Sorry, give me a second. The touch screen is a bit touchy. Okay, see, I can dedicate, oh sorry. Okay, I can choose what time to change it. So this is one of the cool features that we have. Social media links, you can put as many links as you want. As you can see here, I have put out all the links. And then one of the most common things that people use in Malaysia right now is WhatsApp. So it's always very good to have a WhatsApp link, okay, that connect directly to you. If you do not have, do you find that all the angles here, all the icons here, no worries, you can add your own icon. Okay, you can see. So like for example, if you are example only, for example, you are Coca-Cola, you can put a Coca-Cola logo here and the URL here. Right? If you are doing a campaign, you can actually have a separate URL password here, okay, and remove it when you do not want to use it. So it's very convenient, temporary. Okay, or if those of you who have missed my lecture yesterday, so we're talking about social medias, how a lot of companies have secondary, third, spare social media accounts just in case the main accounts got banned. So this is how you can create all this and put them here as your corporate profile. Alright, so you can put in anything you want. If you don't like, you can just delete. Okay, as long as remember to hit the save button, you can just do it. Right, and once we have actually improved our offering in terms of our IP card is because here you can actually, if you're doing an event, have you heard of a digital card that you can use password to unlock? You can. Like for example, if you set a password here, then you will lock your IP card or your web page, okay, and it needs a password to unlock. So this gives you a little bit of mystery as well to a person right now. So like for example, let's say if I put a particular event, the event details, I use IP card as a conduit, a platform to put my event details, right? Those people who have paid money or connected or only specially invited to the events will receive a password to unlock the event details. Yes, we can do that. So our IP card is actually virtually pretty flexible in terms of what it can do, because in a nutshell, it's a very good personal platform to create your IP or to portray your IP. Right? Here you can enter the custom, if you want to customize your name IP card, you can do that. If you know coding, then you can enter the code here. Okay, here you can see here there's a code here. The code here is actually for my AI chatbot. Our AI chatbot is very special in the sense that it is no longer press 1 for English, press 2 for Malay, press 3 for Chinese or something like that. It actually uses AI technology behind it. So meaning that you can ask the chatbot a real life question, okay? It's a mass language learning program. So you can actually ask a question in Chinese and you prefer the answer in Chinese, it will reply in Chinese. If you want them, if you type in English, you want them to reply in Malay, it can reply in Malay. So why is this AI chatbot better than Maxis chatbot or even what do you call it, AirAsia chatbot? I can tell you this. I'm not trying to put down these brands. I'm sure they spend hundreds of thousands of ringgit on the chatbot, but honestly, it sucks. Why is because you press 1 for English, you press 2 for Malay. By the time you have to go through multiple chat window, okay, then you are allowed to speak to a salesperson or they manage to answer your question. Although the intention here is self-help, okay, for me it's not helping because I have to maneuver so many things, right? So like for example, you can program a chatbot, okay, you can do a quick assessment about what are the questions they want to ask, right? If let's say chatbot cannot answer the question, what's next? If you do that, follow that methodology, all right, you can actually dedicate the solution by directing the chatbot to pass it to a real customer service personnel when they ran out options to answer. Okay, let's put this into perspective. This is a real life story. I lost my mom late last year, and I was holding on to her phone number from the company with the mobile company with the M, Maxis to be exact. So I'm a Maxis customer for more than 20 plus years, and my mom's number is a subsidiary number from me, and I've been paying the numbers for her for many years. And so my mom passed, and I decided to maintain the number. So, but if I use it as a subsidiary line, it costs me 50 over ringgit per month, which I rarely use that number as well. So I want to decide to change it into a prepaid number, okay, and validate it for 1 year. So when I call the Maxis customer service through 123, I was being pushed around. I have to listen to the music for 20 minutes before I speak to a real person. Okay, I'm sure Maxis have the service whereby Mr. Chow, Mr. Yong, what's the best time for me to call you back? They have that kind of service, but the AI chatbot just can't do it. So if you imagine if you can program a chatbot to do that, okay, you have actually saved a lot of unpleasant user and experience time with you. Okay, so the biggest joke is after I managed to speak to a customer service, I said, okay, it's not that because I'm unhappy with Maxis service, it's because my mom passed away. I want to keep the number, I want to make it the postpaid number. The answer that I got, sorry sir, I'm from the postpaid department. I understand your situation. Can you wait while I transfer you to the prepaid department? As much as a marketing person, I understand Maxis need to know why a customer downgraded their service. But I don't think anyone, to be fair, I don't think anyone anticipated answer from me if they said my mom passed away. So what should I do with the number? Right? So no chatbot has been trained to do that. But all in all, it took me more than 30 minutes to solve the issue. Kudos to Maxis customer service. They did call me back because when they transferred the line to prepaid, it was disconnected, and then they had the courtesy of calling me back to reconfirm whether this is the action that I want, and then get my problem solved. So now, although my problem is solved, I just want to share my user experience. Number one, calling Maxis sucks. I tried going through the chatbot, same thing, my mother died, I want to convert the line into prepaid line. So there's no drop down message for me to choose from. Number three, because the line was disconnected from postpaid to prepaid, and the call managed to speak to me 1 week later, okay, I have to pay the full price, okay, of my mom's bill, okay, because they did not transfer the the line to prepaid, because they need a prepaid guy to verify that I wanted the line to be converted in prepaid. So all in all, the whole experience took me more than 30 minutes of holding time, about 4 calls, and 1.5 weeks to solve. So like having an AI chatbot, don't you think Maxis or any customer service outside, especially Asia, I know you have a lot of business, but your customer service sucks. Okay, either you cannot get through or there's too many complaints that you dare not want to face. But anyway, that's a different story. So you have an AI chatbot that you can train to have empathy, to have knowledge, to tell the customer what to do, step 1, step 2, step 3. You know, I can tell you a typical complaint from the customers, right? 99% when customer call customer service, they have a problem which they can't solve. They expect you to solve it, right? From the customers, from the corporate perspective like us, sometimes it's customers' issue because they don't read the instruction, because they don't follow a certain rules, because they're too dumb to operate, for many reasons. But anyone that calls you, okay, you must know that there must be empathy. Because 99% of the person who call customer service, they have a grievance in their heart. So you just need a stupid trigger from you and they start going ballistic, okay, with your customer service. So those people who are doing customer service, have a chatbot, solve this issue, please. Right? Going back, you can change a different form. You can set a different gallery where you can put your frequently asked question, you can put your blogs, you can put your new press release, etc. Okay, those who are into Google Analytical, you can do SEO, search engine optimization. You can put your keywords so that you're more easily available in the atmosphere, in the internet, and then you also can do your blogs as well, right? So these are the major functions of the IP card. If you want to, you can set your privacy policy within your own IP. You can also put terms and conditions. How is this useful? I can tell you that if you have a lawyer who are protecting your IP, for example, influencers, okay, other than your name, you are nothing else of value, right? So you can only insure yourself, and you do not know how to make your brand or say value your particular brand. So this is one way of doing it. Let's say, for example, if I'm an influencer, I use an IP card. Okay, you put a policy here. All the images, videos that's produced in this website is all protected by law. If you want to reproduce any of the content, please contact my agent or my lawyer, or I will sue you. And you can put terms like this, right? So these are very important things. And for example, right, if you have your IP card and you have document this, okay, you're the first person who have this technology, this certification, then it's a testament of your items. Rather than, you have your latest innovation, you post it into Facebook, and some stupid guy just say, oh, I have similar thing. So this guy is stealing my content. Suddenly your account will block. While you're explaining to Facebook, that guy already did the damage to your brand. So these are all the things that why we need to have our personal IP, our own personal identity to uphold, and then to create and also to manage, right? So other things that we have over here, the inquiries, you can see if there's inquiries, it directly goes to your inquiry box. If there are appointments, you can actually see the appointment, the time that you have, and then whether you want to type is free or completed. Okay. You can also check your product orders if you link your Stripe or PayPal to the account. If you want to print a physical name card, you can see we have some templates which you can use to actually print your personal name card. Okay, affiliation. Affiliation, if you want to do affiliation marketing, you can actually, hold on. You can do affiliate marketing by creating links that you can share to your customers. Setting here, you can see we have payment gateway from Stripe or from PayPal, right? So you can set it here, and then you are ready to open your shop and sell. You can also send invitation code out to to your potential customers. Here we put up a link for this AI factory. So this AI factory is actually our back end to create the chatbot. Here we go. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm logged out from my. Sorry, give me a second to log in back to my admin page. So let's go back to my dashboard. Alright, so let's go and continue back. Okay, so you can also do search vCards. Okay, if you are into marketing, you know that lead generation is very important, and it's very important to find customers. So for you who have IP card, you can actually dedicate whether you want it to make it into a ghost card or make it a searchable part. For example, all these people who have allowed their IP card to be accessed, you can actually do a search here. So imagine if you want to have, like for example, your name card or do marketing, direct marketing. Okay, imagine any one of these, you can look at it. Okay, like for example, if I want to know Sam, I want to contact with Sam. Okay, this is what he does about AI. If I want to know, I just press this button, I just go to Sam's page. So this is Sam's profile, right? From Sam's profile, I can know how to contact the person. So imagine if you are doing cold calls with the information available in your IP card, you can actually search for potential partners or your clients there as well, right? So now you can actually call Sam and you can tell him straight away you are interested with his product. His product is here. What kind of product? If you want to contact with him, you can add to the contacts, or you don't have, okay, add to contacts, or you can share his name card out. So simple, right? You can put the type of picture that you want. If you want the type of picture that you want to portray yourself, and you can change the theme as often as you want. Okay. So all in all, as you can see here, IP card is a very powerful tool for SME, especially if you just start up in a business and you want to establish your own IP. Okay, I think starting from next week, I'll be having online and also physical class to teach you how to use IP card as a tool for your business. So I will go in depth into how you can customize it. All digital name cards outside have the same features. Name, company name, address, links, etc. But how to make their IP card stands out among the rest? What are the new functions that you can add on? These are some of the things that I can teach you on site. Of course, if you're coming to my tutorial, please prepare a secondary screen, your laptop, preferably because it's bigger, and then all the company information that you want to portray outside. Basic things like your phone number, your URL, your business number registration number here, especially if you want to put your business up, you have a business registration number, more credibility. You want to have your product links, you want to have your partners links, you want to have all the quick access information that you want to portray out. Bring all the information over. I'll help you, okay, to formulate a formula how we can make this useful to you, right? Like for example, the product section. How do you maximize the usage of the product section? How do you maximize the usage of a service section? As you can see, I have 19 templates right now with my IP card, and we have few hundred users of IP card. So far, none of the two cards looks similar, because even though we have the same template, but we are using different information, we are portraying information differently, so each card have its own unique characteristic. But of course, with your support, we will create more templates if you want to, but every user is different. So let me know what kind of templates that you want, okay? Let me know what kind of theme that you want, okay? Or drop me a line to find out what are the things that I can do for you industry-wise or your business-wise. or you can contact me directly to find out what are the things, how IP card can meet your purpose the best. Here, sorry about that. I need to get a wireless keyboard. So like for IP card, basically we have 3 packages here. Okay, 3 packages. We start from $99 per year. We have $199 per year and $399 per year. What are the difference is $99 we have give you 1 IP card. 1 IP card here means 1 email address, you can control 1 card, right? You have your corporate platinum plan, which is $199 1 year, okay, US dollars, and you have 9 card, which is the package that I myself is using. Alright, so that means that my 1 email account, 1 subscription, I can create up to 9 different IP cards. Okay, if you're into that, okay, I've told you, you can use 1 card to promote many people, or you can have many cards to promote 1 company. Right, the ultimate package is $399 per year, US dollars. This is entitled you to 199 cards. Okay, 199 cards actually is a lot. So this is suitable for companies that has maybe a production line, a factory, etc., whereby you have more than 200 people working for you. You want a solution whereby you can actually create name card for all your staff, from your janitor to your machine worker to your security guard. So imagine if I'm a factory worker, I go outside, people want to know about me, and actually company provide me with a digital name card. Just scan a QR code or scan a NFC card, okay, or your staff pass card, you will have the profile of the person. Let's say for the security guy, okay, they go to the factory, somebody just walk into the factory and you don't know whether the person is your staff or not your staff. Very simple, just use a handphone, tap on the NFC card or your name, your what do you call that, pass card to enter the door, and I can see your face, I can see your staff number, etc., and match it to your face. So simple, right? Okay, there's no discrimination here, just an easy way of just a solution. So if you are HR department heads, okay, listen up outside, okay, listen up here. Okay, I have taught sales manager whereby they have control over all the salesperson's name card, and then they can manage all the card and save them money as well. Okay, I have spoken to administrators who like what we are doing, and then what they call that, whether ask us whether we can white label the whole program or the whole system to them. We are open for discussion. Okay, or if you are a person who thinks that this IP card is very interesting, and you think that there's a lot of your friends would want to have this card, you can contact me directly. All right, this is my IP card. All right, this is my QR code. You can contact me directly, and then we can talk about commission schemes and how we can do affiliate marketing. So as you can see, although I'm the managing director for sub-company trial marketing Sinabahat, I'm also the person in charge of IP card, so I can decide whether we can strike a deal or not. So I think for today I will end the broadcast here because I'm a little bit tired. So hopefully tomorrow I'll meet you again, or on Monday I'll meet you again, and to share more about marketing insight and how you can use IP card and how IP protection can improve your brand value or improve your brand position, especially for small and medium enterprise. Or you just like to hear more marketing stories, let me know. I would like to share that with you as well. So for today, I will say goodbye. And if you like this video, please give me a like, and then give me some comment, constructive comment or bad comment, doesn't matter. It will help me improve in my presentation. So thank you very much. Hopefully next time I can come back and speak Malay or Chinese. Thank you very much. Bye bye.